and welcome to ENERGYxtra. Today, myself and Louise Purcell are joined by Mike Credicott, who is a director at P&B Weir. In fact, Mike is the CFO and the Business Development Director. And without any further ado, hello, Mike.
Hi, Paul. Hi, Louise. Nice to see you both.
Hi, Mike. Lovely to see you.
Mike, P&B Weir dates back to 1932 and is a very famous name in the electricity and rail industry. But can you give us a brief overview of the business, please?
Yes, of course. We have a great heritage that spans over 80 years, as you say, and well known as a designer and manufacturer of fixed earthing and portable earthing, used on overhead power lines, substations, and of course more recently in the rail sector. Renowned for engineering excellence and providing sort of high quality solutions for our customers. We've even got products that were designed and first manufactured in 1960, approved by National Grid, and they're still in the field. So we're known for longevity of design and quality, certainly.
Safety is a big theme at ENERGYx 2020, and we have Louise Taggart, the award-winning campaigner, speaking at our event, which fits in nicely with your excellent reputation for safety. Do you agree?
Yes, absolutely. Safety is at the forefront of our thinking, and when we're talking to product specifiers, health and safety representatives, end users, that's really where we start. I mean, our mantra is to make sure that anyone who works on the power network or on the rail, we want them to get home safely at the end of every day to their families. So no, safety is definitely important. It's a little bit like PPE, our equipment. You know, you use it, you put it in place, but the last thing you really want is for it to actually be used, because normally that means there's a fault or someone's in trouble. So safety is absolutely important, and we want people to be 100% confident that our equipment will protect them. So no.
I believe you're now part of the French Novarac Group, which means you've got a much wider portfolio of excellent products to offer the industry. Can you share any of those with us?
Yeah, I joined P&B Weir at the time of the acquisition, and one of the things that attracted me was to be able actually to promote all of the sister brands alongside the existing P&B Weir product range to the P&B Weir customer base. So no, many of the brands are actually quite well known in the UK at the moment. Fabric voltage detectors are used quite widely in the UK and I. Sibyl Utilage, they manufacture insulated tools for electrical workers, again quite well known in the UK. Regitex electricians gloves. You know, my background prior to here was gloves, and Regitex is part of the family as well. So to be able to work with the electricians gloves is great for me. And Our Rock Tools, again another brand that's known throughout the world, and that's just to mention a few of them. So we really hope to build on those sales here in the UK, and it's exciting for us, and we look forward to integrating those brands into our portfolio, and we're quietly working on a new website in the background. So come September, I think everyone will be able to see the full range available, and it's a very exciting time for us, definitely.
How is the COVID-19 crisis affecting you, and has there been any benefit to adapting to working within the health guidelines?
Like many businesses, COVID-19 has presented a few challenges, and we've had to adapt to people working remotely. We've had to look holistically at our admin processes and our manufacturing operations just to see how we can adapt those to meet the challenge and maintain continuity of supply. So yes, we talk about chaos often drives change, and certainly that's true of COVID-19. I believe as a result of this, we will come out of it stronger, more efficient, and I'm convinced better able to serve our customers. So yes, it has been difficult, but I think it's really made us look long and hard at how we do things, and in fact why we do things. So yes, this will benefit the business, no doubt.
I've heard from other ENERGYx 2020 exhibitors that there was a surge in demand at the start of the crisis from the industry. Have you seen any volatility?
Yes, there has been some volatility. I think we didn't really see a surge initially. We actually saw a small dip as businesses like shut down, went into lockdown, and just figured out how they're going to cope with the new situation. So and some of the DNOs, I think they focused on just doing emergency repairs only, and they abandoned all non-essential work. So we did see a dip initially, but that said, I think in the last 3 to 4 weeks we've seen a steady build-up of demand. So hopefully the volatility has gone out of it, and we'll start to see more of a return to normal levels.
The importance of continuity of supply to the industry has been brought into sharp focus during the COVID-19 crisis, and I suspect knowing P&B Weir can supply the rail and power industry has been vital.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. We moved very quickly to set people up to remote work, so they could keep in touch with customers and suppliers. We did, though, close production for 3 weeks. We did go into lockdown just to give our team a chance to look at how they could reorganise the manufacturing or production area in particular. But we did reopen after 3 weeks, and we brought back in a much smaller, multi-skilled team to fulfil the back orders and then start to complete and work on new orders as they came in. And in fact, we're actually building our workforce in line with demand. I mean, I would say the response by everyone in the company has been absolutely terrific. I mean, we've got people who've been working normally, and we've had some people on furlough, but it's been fantastic the way they've pulled together, and it's been a real bit like the community as a whole. Actually, we've really seen the team spirit build, and as we've dealt with the issues. But continuity of supplies is absolutely critical in this industry.
Have you experienced any work being brought forward because of the crisis? For example, the electricity or rail industry might have taken advantage of the lack of commuters or people in city centres to do work in normally very busy areas.
Yeah, I think that's been true in the rail sector. I think we've seen them pretty well carry on as normal whilst putting in place social distancing measures. It's not really been the same, I don't think, in the power industry. We've certainly seen the DNOs stop all non-essential work, just focus on emergencies. We've not really seen any increase in demand there. In fact, quite the reverse. And certainly now they seem to be starting to get going again, using smaller crews, segregated crews. And we're starting to see a pickup now in inquiries from the DNOs. But yeah, I think certainly rail did take advantage of the quieter times and less commuters. But I think that was less. It's certainly in our experience, it was less so in the power generation area.
So, Mike, it appears that it's onwards and upwards for P&B Weir Electrical.
Definitely. There's no doubt that it's been a difficult and challenging period of time, and our growth aspirations for 2020 have been stalled a bit. But I know the team are desperate to get out and about and promote the new products and to meet customers again. And we look forward to that happening, and when it's safe and we're able to do so. But yeah, so maybe our 2020 plans will be a little bit behind where we wanted them to be, but we're absolutely convinced that 2021 will be bouncing along and doing well. So no, thank you.
Thank you, Mike. That was very informative. I know you've been with the company for 2 years since the acquisition, but I also know that you've got a long and illustrious career behind you, managing in some senior household name businesses. So I thank you for your time today. We look forward to seeing you and the P&B Weir Electrical team at ENERGYxtra 2020 on the 24th and the 25th of November. So until then, thank you, Mike, and bye.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Louise. Yeah, no, definitely. We're looking forward to it. It'll be a great platform for us to promote a lot of the things we've been talking about today. So no, it's been a real pleasure. Nice to see you both, and look forward to seeing you soon.
Thanks, Mike. ENERGYxtra 2020 will be all the better for having a company like yours there. Look forward to seeing you then. Bye.